Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be sharing with you all a haul from Sephora that I placed, or an order that I placed a couple weeks ago. So I've kind of been using it and putting it back in the box, or just kind of keeping it in one area, because with hauls, sometimes I just show things that are things that I've truly just bought. Sometimes I really like to share things and give sort of an initial review, because I think that's helpful. So one thing I have not tried, and I probably should have, and one thing I haven't opened, so I'll update you guys on that, and you'll see why. Okay, so I feel like lately I've kind of been teasing you a bit with that foundation that I've really been loving over the last month, but I haven't really wanted to talk about it much, as I do when I usually review something new. Because, especially if it's something a little more expensive, because I don't want you guys to run out and buy anything because I mention it, and that would make me feel incredibly guilty, like influencing you to buy something that I later realized was like, ugh. So that's why whenever I do reviews, especially with foundations and stuff, it's stuff that I've really used a lot, and I guess my point with that was that I don't even like to mention them for a while, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So since it pretty much came out, I have been using the Dior Skin Star foundation, and I had been, as you guys have seen lately over the last couple months, trying some different things here and there, so I didn't really use this every single day, you know what I mean, because I was using other things. But recently I have been using this pretty much every day, trying to use it with different things, really just getting it prepared for a good review. The shade that I had originally gotten was shade 20, which to me is very beautiful, and I wear it in a lot of videos and it looks beautiful on camera, but in person at times I feel like it is a bit too dark, especially like around the edge, you know what I mean. It's a bit too dark for me, but it's still beautiful. It's one of those, it's not like you'd look at me and think, wow, her foundation's too dark. It's just, for me, like when I'm applying it, I have to work with it a little more. I just know that there's a better color for me. So I finally decided to order a new shade, and I ordered the shade 10. So the 20 I've had for a long time, like I mentioned, but the 10 I just purchased in this haul a few weeks ago because I wanted a lighter shade, and this is absolutely perfect. I mean, I can use this on its own, and I don't have to add anything to it. I know that you know, fall and winter, I'm not going to be tan. I may get a little bit of color. We are going to take a little vacation before the baby's born, but I am excited because I have this that can mix with it, and it will be beautiful. I just feel like lately I have fallen into that horrible trap of being so picky with a foundation color that I'm purchasing like 2 foundations. Like, I've done that always with my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. I've always liked to have 2 shades. I did that a little bit with the Amazonian Clay, although now I just use the Fairlight Honey, which is perfect. But, and a Super Goop, I mean, it's just, I hate to feel like that, but when you actually start doing that, it is so hard to just be satisfied with one color. It's like, you feel like you have to have those 2 colors. But it's fine, I don't mind, it's a very good product, and I even considered maybe returning this, but the time has way passed that I could even return that. So I'm excited to have both. I am going to do a full review soon. I'm not going to get into that a whole lot now, but it is a foundation that I'm liking, and it is unique, so I do want to do a review on that. And in this haul as well, since I had been liking the original one, the shade 20, so much, even though it was just, the coloring was a bit off, but it didn't even matter, like I loved it so much anyways, I decided to try the Dior Skin Star Concealer that goes with it. I got the shade 1, which is Ivory, and it works great. It's not like a ground. I'll give this one a little short review. I don't want to go into the whole foundation review because that will be a long thing, and I'll kind of go over this a little in that video as well, but I think this is a good concealer. It's, to me, you can tell it goes right along with that Star foundation. This is a pretty, just thin, just typical liquidy concealer. It has pretty good coverage. I use it kind of under my eye, and this Ivory shade is like a beige, yellowy shade. Not so yellow, but it's sort of like a beige yellow. So it's not like, I usually don't like those tones on me under my eyes, but it works fine. So that is a good one, and I have not used that to the extent that I have the foundation, so I can't really say a whole lot about that. So I will talk about that more in the review video. This is a product that I have been looking at buying literally for years and years. I don't know why I never have. I guess it's just because when I clean my beauty blenders, I use a gentle face wash, a gentle soap, even my brush cleanser at times, but it is the Blender Cleanser Solid. It is the Beauty Blender brand. And I used to, when I very first got the Beauty Blender, probably about 5 years ago, I used the liquid blender cleanser with it, and it was fine, it worked fine. And then when I used that up, I just never repurchased it, because like I said, I just used other things. But so I guess that I just wasn't like pushed to buy this because of that, but I've got to say, this is really, really cool. It smells just like the, Clinique Bar, like cleansing mild facial soap. I need to get some of that. Well, I don't know what kind of, I guess, I don't know if there's any ingredients I can't use in that while I'm pregnant. I'll have to look at the ingredients, but I need to try that again. I always really, that was like my holy grail cleanser in high school and part of college. I really loved it. But basically, it looks like this, and it's a little bar. It has a little, sort of like a little drain in the bottom so it doesn't get so soupy and mushy. And, gosh, I can't hold on to anything. It's slippery. And the little disc itself kind of sits in there. So I've used it about 3 times now, and I've got to say it's really good. So what I do with my, because I've been using my Beauty Blender pretty non-stop lately for foundation, and I've really been enjoying it a lot. So I'm kind of falling in love with it again. So you wet your Beauty Blender, and I like to use water that's just slightly warm, not hot or anything, but just barely warm. And then you blend it a little bit in here, and then it lathers. Like, it lathers and it gets all of the foundation off. Even when I would use like the other types of soaps and stuff to clean it, it would leave a little bit of the foundation residue. I use this today and it's damp, that's why it's still kind of, but it gets all of the foundation residue off. It leaves it feeling clean enough to where, like, I'll go in and wash it, and then after I rinse it, I'll just sort of dry it, and then just, it's already damp, so I'll just do my makeup with it. It doesn't leave a soapy residue. It doesn't smell or anything. And I find that to be the problem with a lot of, when you clean sponges, or even makeup brushes sometimes, you know, it's just, especially sponges though, I will say, it's just, sometimes that soap can stick around, especially when you use, it's one that you use damp. This rinses so clean. And what is awesome about it is that you can freaking clean your brushes with this too. So I have not tried that yet, but I will do that, and then I'll update you maybe in my favorites video at the end of the month. But yeah, you could just, you dampen a brush, and then you just do the same thing, you just swirl it. So you're not like getting water in here, you're just swirling the damp brush on there. But as far as how dirty and gross it gets, like I said, I've used it about 3 times, and you know, on the edge you can kind of, I don't know if you can see that, maybe just a little bit of residue, like makeup-y stuff, but I mean, it's not a big deal. Love this. I'm really, really excited about this. So that was something that I was just super thrilled about. I mentioned my Dior Rose lip balm, and I believe it's been discontinued. A lot of you guys said that, although I didn't really, you know, make sure of that or anything. But so I decided when I used it up a while back that I just didn't repurchase it. And I had been using the Bite Agave lip mask, and it's a bit intense. Like, in the morning sometimes your skin feels oily, like it's traveled, and I don't really like that around my, even I use the tiniest bit as well. So it's a very greasy, heavy product, so it's good to use occasionally, but I like just a regular lip balm, and I also like a lip balm that I can like keep at my vanity and put on as I do my makeup, that's just going to create a good base for my lipstick without it being really greasy and oily. So when I was placing this order, I looked at the lip balms at Sephora, and this one came up, and it is the Tony Moly BBO lip balm in honey. And I believe they had one more that was like rose, and it was out, and I thought, no, I'll just get the honey, whatever. It's not like it's not like they're tinted or anything, so it didn't matter. So it unscrews and has a little thing that says Tony Moly, and I guess you can throw that away, but I haven't. I just put it back. This one smells like honey for sure, but you can see it's just a very, very like plain color, and it is Great, great stuff. This is something I can see myself repurchasing. The scent it has that like sweet bite of a honey, you know, scent, but then it has also like a fresh florally feeling or scent as well. So I love the way it makes my lips feel. It's not like it's really moisturizing, and it'll make your lips feel nice and pretty, but it's not gonna make them feel like cakey or like you've put on some crazy like treatment or anything. So it's perfect to use before bed. It's perfect to use at your makeup table. Perfect to bring with you on the go. It's just a really cool product, and I love, love, love the packaging. It's so, so fun. It's a lot of wasted packaging for what it is. I mean, it is kind of big, but it's fun. I think it's kind of cool. And what I like too is that it is relatively cheap. So it is about $8 or $9, I believe is how much it was. And you get, let's see, 0.26 ounces, which I guess is fine for a lip balm. So really nice, and I would definitely recommend this. This is cool stuff. Something I have not tried, and I wish I would have, but I will try it and use it in my, I'll update you guys in my favorites video, whether it's a favorite or not. It's kind of late in the game, definitely too late in the month for it to become a favorite, but I'll give you an update. It is the Triple Sec 3-in-1 Texturizes, Amplifies, Refreshes Spray from Drybar. The Drybar products are kind of neat. We have one fairly close by that I've been to. It is a hair salon, or a hair, I guess you would call it a salon, where you go in and they do only blowouts and hairstyles. So they don't do color, they don't do cuts or anything. It's just really fun. They give you drinks, and it's super fun. You have like a menu, kind of like a cocktail menu, and like I said, they do bring you drinks and everything, which is nice, but you pick out your hairstyle and everything, and it's according to like the name of, like, their drink names, you know what I mean? So it's really cute. So all of their products that they've come out with are the names of like drinks or drink ingredients, which is kind of neat. And months back in a Sephora haul, I had gotten a little kind of tester package that had the mousse, the hairspray, and the dry shampoo. This is a little different. It is not the dry shampoo. This is a 3-in-1. It's called something different. I forgot exactly what the dry shampoo was called, but this one is different, but it says it also in the description it's like a dry shampoo. It says it is the perfect 3-in-1. It creates tousled and sexy texture, adds tons of body and fullness, and it refreshes hair and absorbs oils. So I think this is kind of neat, because sometimes when I wash my hair, like my hair's freshly washed today, but it's very slippery. I have a ton of hair, but it's very fine. So sometimes it's hard to style right off the bat. It did okay today. But sometimes I like to put a dry shampoo in, but it can make it feel a bit dry. So I thought, well, since this is a texturizer, maybe that'll be better. So I'll try it out and tell you what I think. As far as those other products, I did not like the hairspray. I thought the hairspray was like the worst hairspray I'd ever used. It wasn't good. If anything, it was so weird. It like made my curls fall, which was bizarre, but it was a really dry hairspray, but it did nothing. The mousse was okay. I'm not a big mousse person. I have some left, so I definitely want to like use the rest of it, and you know. And then the dry shampoo was great, but it is a heavy duty dry shampoo. Probably not the best dry shampoo to use if you have very dark hair, because even on me, you have to really brush it out. But it gives you, it truly refreshes your hair and absorbs the oils. So I thought maybe this one will be a little less intense than the dry shampoo, but it'll also, I like that it's volumizing and it's a texturizer too, so. Which I guess some dry shampoos are, but I want to try this and see what makes it different. So I just splurged and bought the big one. Oh, and then, I have not opened this yet. They do the little perks, you know, when you check out for the Beauty Insiders. And a lot of times I'll just save my points, because sometimes they have really good ones. I've gotten some really good ones over the years. And this one looked really cute. It was a YSL, forgot what was in it, but we will just go through and look at it together. It was a 500-point perk. And I would definitely, if you've got the points to use, see if they still have this, because this looks like it's kind of neat. You get let me open this first, because this looks really cool. Oh my gosh, this is really neat. So it's like a mirror. This is what everything is in the pouch. I'm guessing it's a mirror. So Isn't that cool? And then it's a little plain mirror. And oh my gosh, that is really neat. I thought it was just gonna be like a plain mirror. Has a film on it I gotta peel off. That is really, really pretty. That looks like something really fancy, and it's really heavy. It's like kind of like resin feeling. That's really cool. Wow, that would be, the mirror itself I would have spent my 500 points on. Which essentially I probably did, because I don't know if I'll use any of this other stuff. But I have a lipstick in shade Rouge Pure Couture in shade 1. Looks like just a pretty red. I love the way YSL lipsticks smell. Any of their lip stuff smells so good. The mascara volume Baby Doll. I have had this stuff before, and I remember it wasn't my favorite because I didn't repurchase. Forgot exactly why I didn't like it, but it's one of those rubbery bristled ones. But I will sit it out and use it. And the, let's see, waterproof eye pencil in black. So, looks like a really good eye pencil too. So, I will use all of those. That's kind of neat, but that mirror was like super cool. I'm excited. That looks like something neat that you would like actually buy. That's pretty. I feel like that was a great haul. I know you're probably going to be curious about that Dior Skin Foundation, but like I said, I will definitely do a review on it. There's no way that I was going to include all that in this video as well, because I really want to give it a good review, because so far I have been liking it, and it's a bit unique, so there's some definite things to talk about with it. So there will be another beauty video this week, as always, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do a pregnancy vlog this week. I have not decided yet. There's not much to talk about this week. Like I mentioned in my last video, my last pregnancy haul last Wednesday, which was essentially just like a baby clothes haul. Just not sure if there's a lot to talk about this week. So I might skip it. I don't know. I always said from the beginning I might do every other week. So not sure. You'll have to just look out and see. But we'll definitely have another beauty video coming up this week. So yeah, I hope that y'all check out some of these things that I liked, that I have tried so far. And I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.